Hey guys, it's me, Pikminmaster123, here, finally, with another video of Particle Fleet Emergence. So now, we're going to go into the next campaign level, called Boot. It's been a while since we played this last time. My god, this system is unlike any other we have seen. So, scanners are detecting a kind of structure, which appears to be a crystallized version of the particulate, or this stuff. It wasn't found in the simulation. They can probably work out the mechanics, but the pattern is growing wild, so it needs some intention or plan. So, what they're saying is the particulate is doing this on their own, or doing it on its own. I just need to know how best to kill it. Missiles are useless. Okay, looks like we'll have multiple things to be able to use against this, such as the lathes and the normal guns, but we won't be able to use any of the missiles. So we can ram into this stuff. There is also benign struck, which means our own stuff right here, the stuff on our side, has its own stuff we can repair. And there are 2 intact structures near all this struck, which is what they're calling it now. So they're talking about this and this. They're offline, but we can activate it if we capture these energy sources. Looks like there's a destroyed one over here though. Crew, I believe this system was the site of a great battle. The remnants of the battle are all that is left. Let's collect what intelligence and technology we can and leave it as quickly as possible. Okay. So it looks like we can get another Omni. We can get a new SIP and information. Looks like they also have these like gun turrets around the area, which isn't very good for us. So we're gonna immediately try and capture this thing. I said we're gonna immediately try and capture this thing. Okay, looks like this stuff is already spreading. These are sending out waves of the stuff. So it gives it all to this and it sends it out in like shots. This is already sort of protecting us. It's just launching it, however. So let's get a destroyer out here and then let's cancel that for right now. So we're gonna have to collect as many of these as possible because so these are like energy mines, produces energy naturally. These are energy storages, which gives us a ton of energy. I believe it's extra. I think it's right there, or actually it's right here. Sorry. So the structures right here are creating mire, which is what they call it. This stuff. So pretty much what they're saying is our omnis are being mimicked and they're making their own stuff. And they're saying that we can destroy them with either our particulate stuff or our lathes, which are the giant lasers these things have on them. These also have mini lasers to help destroy some of the particulate cannons, bridges, which if they destroy that, your ship's pretty much gone. And then you have another type which slows stuff down and deletes particles just out in space. So they've already seen these. So I'm gonna start moving these guys up to the front. So pretty much these are our ships. They can shoot cannons. This one has 2 cannons and 2 missiles, which only target these guys, which is useful. And this is what I was talking about. So this slows down all guys around it. Repairs are like the spatial rifts, and then destroys theirs. So we're gonna move our command center over there, or corporate HQ. We're gonna start spawning in these guys, which are our own versions of this, which are like better versions. But these actually have cannons. No, this has cannons on them. These things, it's capturing those so that they can shoot at us. I'm gonna grab this. This is a supportive dude that allows me to transfer energy between guys. Get another cruiser out here. Get another lave. Tell this guy to go over here with the other dude. Okay, we're gonna have to push into this location and start trying to capture it. So I'm just gonna pause the game really quick. Move these 2 guys into location. And then move this guy up. So these will automatically target on the highest priority dude. We need to start capturing these areas fast. Okay, looks like we're able to kill that thing, which is really good. But now we have to be able to kill this. Okay, we're able to get the mine. That's really good. So now we can pull our guys back and hope that these guys can keep it from falling. These guys can repair this and take it again. Which is what we need to stop. So they're talking about these. These structures are near the enemy fortifications, are ancient. They don't have a clear purpose. So there's an internal structure similar to the jump drive. If you ever played FTL or Star Wars, that's pretty much what, like a warp drive or whatever. But it's different. If they were weapons, they would be built by some crew and could be useful. We could take nearby energy sources and let them charge and activate. So these things will actually sort of produce their own energy. Whenever we have this blue stuff on land, it produces energy, as you can see by that blue line right there. Green line comes from these guys, which this one produces 3, that produces 5, this produces 3. We have a total of 18, so we have 11 plus the blue, and then we also have the storage, which shows how much of this is being used up. But right now we're getting more energy than we use, which this is all of these stored energy right here. And that's all the energy we're making. So we're making more than we're using right now, which is good. So that means we can start producing more sips. What is your range? Okay, still can't shoot our guys yet. Good. So they got an infocast. That's good. It's very corrupt, but has a lot of redundancy. It's designed to survive for a very long time. There's a primer in it with a ton of redundancy. So it's pretty much what it's saying is instructions for building a language. And no weapons inside of it, like nothing useful. So it's describing a language that used to be used a long time ago. Nothing new, but the creators assumed it would be there a very long time, last for a long time. And the rest is corrupt. They don't have the full info. Then we might get a big gun, amongst other things. Sounds like a priority to me. Okay. Yeah, this is the weapons officer, so he's pretty much all focused on guns. So the captain, or the CEO, is focused on getting answers for all this stuff happening. We need to take this though. This is gonna be our main priority, which gives us a new sip. And we only have one more. I guess we could use it to secure this landmass. So we have a new SIP schematic. So it's a primitive design, but it might be effective. It's called the hammer. So it can ram through any object near her. Okay, gonna start spawning that in right away. We just found the hammer of the mythological sword god some people carry on about. Well, we can't have it back. Okay. So I'm gonna actually move the HQ back a little bit so we can move this guy up, which is gonna allow us to extend our energy range. We might want to start moving all of our guys up soon. And we're gonna start using this grabber, which sends this blue particulate, which is what they call it. This is the red stuff, particulate. So it's gonna be able to throw this in any direction I want. So any direction that line is facing in. So it also repairs this stuff whenever it hits it. Whenever it hits the landmass, it starts building on that landmass, which is pretty useful. So we have this energy mine now, so this guy can start moving over here. And we can send these guys over here to start dealing with the enemy Omni over there, which will start taking damage once we put the blue particulate on it. Whenever the blue stuff reaches the red stuff reaches our guys, we start taking damage. Whenever the blue stuff reaches them, they start taking damage. So we're gonna fall back now because our guys are getting sort of hammered out there. Also, these guys can also repair the wall. So now we have another Omni, which is this. So we can put 3 on each side if we want, but right now we We don't really we only need one on this side, but I'm keeping two just in case for this stuff. So now we can move our offensive line up a little bit. And here's the hammer. It doesn't have any weapons on it. But what it's good for, they said, is just knocking through all the enemies, which is gonna help. Put one on. So these are amp gems. They pretty much supercharge your stuff. Make it much more powerful. And we just did that. So pretty much this just pushes through stuff. Okay. And also works as a shield. Okay, that's useful. Next thing is start moving all of these guys to the edge. Start moving these guys to the edge so they can do a better job at defending. You also have another gem, so let's just put it on here so you have as much firepower as possible. And then get another one of these guys so that we can start aiming it better. So the next thing we have to do is start moving all these guys up a little bit more. Which whenever we start attacking this, all of this, yeah, it all comes to start defending it. So it's like they said, it's intelligent. So anytime you attack any of the main any of the producers, any of these or any of these, they will all start trying to attack you and push in towards your base. Which is pretty interesting how they got the AI to do that. So we have a bunch of this blue particulate getting over here, which really helps. So it's gonna start helping us take out those guys. So we're gonna have to start moving all of these things up slowly. Make sure this is constantly feeding in energy to the rest of the guys. So if you haven't seen any of the previous videos, which you should, there's a thing at the end of the video that'll show you 4 different options if you're on computer. If you're not, you're gonna have to go to my YouTube channel, playlists, and then go to Particle Fleet Emergance. So if you didn't know, all of the people are actually in this ship, and all the other ships are unmanned sort of drones. So pretty much you have to take these guys, and we have to take out these, we have to take out all the emergence in a sector, and then we have to control that sector. And defend it from this emergent, as they call it. So I'm gonna start moving up all the offense towards this location. Start doing this so we can start flinging all of the friendly emergent towards this location. But we're gonna want to keep some defense over here just in case, so I'm gonna keep these 2, and then the rest of the fleet can start heading up. Okay, we were able to take this mine, and now it starts giving energy to that. Which is like some sort of, spawner type thing. It activates something. If I didn't know better, I'd say that's a bomb. I'd say that's a very big bomb. Yep, looks like that's a very big bomb indeed. So it's the giant bomb of the bunch of that blue stuff, which is on our side and helps us. Okay. In that case, we're gonna start taking this out as soon as possible. So this stuff is now reacting to me, and now it's trying to attack this SIB. So I'm gonna use this as sort of a defensive line until we can take it out. I'm gonna keep on sending stuff up there to help. Oh crap. Okay, looks like it learned from that. Yeah, it keeps on toggling between my SIP as a priority and filling that up. Which is not very good. So we're gonna try and keep feeding this stuff into to hold off the red stuff until our ships are repaired. Okay, it looks like we were able to destroy that now. And now we can take our ships up here and start destroying this. Okay, so now this area will not spawn any more of that, of the enemy. So now we can move on to the lower area. Start focusing on this more. And middle is sort of gonna be a problem, so I'm gonna keep this sort of defensive line towards mid. And then move the rest of my ships down. And as you can see, it looks like one of those bombs was like shattered right here, so I tried destroying it. So I'm gonna focus all this stuff towards the middle now. So what I'm doing now, I see that this is sort of weak from behind, so I'm going to send these Omnis to set down over here and then attack it from the rear end. And now we're going to try and take over this area. Oh, this starts taking damage due to this stuff. I didn't know that. Okay. So you guys are actually gonna go down to here so you take less damage. And then you're gonna all land right there. And you guys are actually gonna go here. Wait, how did all that stuff just die right there? Okay, we're gonna build a couple more of these just in case, but looks like we were able to capture this, and now we're gonna try and get to this location so we can start taking it out. And it looks like we were able to stop the other spawner up north, so all we have left is this thing. And we also have to take this out, but it doesn't spawn any units in it, so it's gonna be easy to take out. Move this up, and move these guys up so we can finally take out this spawner down there. We'll take it out after this dies, just in case. Okay, so that's dead, and this should be the last enemy in the screen. The spawner in the screen. Okay, crew, admirable job. As we have journeyed deeper into redacted space, we have encountered an increasing threat and more mysteries. But now we have a solid lead on solving many of these mysteries. Indeed, our mission priority is to find and collect more info cassettes so that we can reconstruct the data in them. So the archive was, as you can see, had a bunch of language stuff in it right then. It's been spread around the universe, and they're trying to collect it all. And then he says, and hopefully a big gun too. Okay. So that was the end of this current mission. These missions are getting longer and longer. So for right now, I'm gonna end the video off here. However, because this has been a little bit short, you guys are gonna see another video about this coming up real soon after this one is posted. Hope you guys enjoyed, guys. I'll see all of y'all later. Join the Discord down in the description to play with me. I'm on a lot during the day. And I'll see all y'all later. We have events pretty much every week. Goodbye.